guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. So I've decided to start a new reading vlog. I want to do reading new releases while in a reading slump. I'm still in a reading slump, but I have quite a few new releases on my radar that I want to read. I am currently reading one. I'm currently reading This Song Is Not For You by Lauren Nolan. I'm about 100 pages into this book. I'm on page 104. It's okay. It's like really quick, easy read, to be honest with you. It's about these three friends, and they all make a band, but basically Ramona and Sam, they end up making a band, and then they end up meeting Tom later on. Tom is going for a breakup, and they meet him at this audition, and then they basically get him to join the band as well. And there's a bit of a love triangle as well in it. There's not really any romance that's happened so far. I think it's more like YA, so it's not really going to be much any romance, I'm guessing, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where the story's going, because it's more set when they're at school, and more about the band, and there's some you can basically, it talks about their family and stuff, situations. I think Ramona lost I think it's her mum. Yeah, I think her mum. So she doesn't have, basically her mum is obviously not alive. So she's obviously had to go through that kind of situation. Also, I want to show you guys the other books that I'm considering reading for this video. So I have The Conditions of Will on my Kindle. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm considering reading that because I read Magnolia Parks and I really like Jessa Hastings' writing, so that'll be a good potential to maybe read. Then I have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I have Spiral by Bel Cabra, which is a ice hockey romance. Then I have Story of My Life by Lucy Score, which I haven't seen anyone read, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. And then I have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. So these are the ones that I kind of want to get some of them off my TBR in this video. So I will update you guys when I have an update. Bye guys. Hi guys, so I have a reading update. I have finished This Song Is Not For You by Lauren Nolan. I finished it today. I actually read the whole of the rest of the book. I had about a quarter left, and I read the rest of it on the plane because I've just come back from holiday. I've been away for 4 days. I've just come home and I wanted to do a reading update while it's fresh in my mind. So it was a good, I think it's a good book to get me out of a reading slump, because it was really, really quick. The chapters were really short. I just literally read the whole rest of it on the plane on the way home. So, yeah, it was fine. It wasn't anything amazing though, so I didn't really give it a very, very high rating because it wasn't the best story, and I feel like it was mainly a character driven story rather than there was kind of no plot really. It was just these three friends ended up coming up, they ended up joining, making a band, obviously Tom ends up, he joins, like, they get him to join, and then it's basically about like their friendship, and then there's a little bit of, like I said, love triangle in there, and then there's also a bit of, like, I guess, like self-discovery, kind of like discovering like sexuality and stuff like that. It's just like, it's a very like simple story, but I did find that the chapters were very choppy. Like, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really like, it didn't follow like a plot really. It was just like very choppy each chapter, but it was good because you get all three of their points of view, which I did like, and I loved that it was really short chapters and that it was just really quick, and it kind of got me out of my reading slump more because I read it so quickly. So yeah, I did enjoy it, but I only give it 2.5 stars because it just wasn't anything amazing, and I probably won't even remember the characters as well. I didn't really like hugely connect with the characters. They were young, and I don't know, I didn't really connect with them at all, really, like none of them. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that book. I think next I might read. I'm saying might because I might end up changing my mind, but I was thinking maybe to read Spiral by Balcabra because I know it's fake dating and it's an hockey romance, and fake dating is one of my favourite tropes, so I feel like also it's short as well. I think it's around like 300 pages, maybe. Yeah, 350 pages. So I feel like it might be good, like, because it's short and I don't want to like go into something like too long because I'm still like in a bit of a reading slump. So I think I'm gonna read Spiral, but I will obviously keep you guys updated, and I'll let you guys know if I do start that or not. But yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys. Hi guys, so I wanted to do a bit of a reading update. So I think last time I spoke to you guys, I said that I was considering starting Spiral by Valcabra. I have started it, and oh my god, I feel like it is getting me out of my reading slump because since I started reading it, I just like want to pick it up and carry on reading it, and when I'm reading it, I'm just like wanting to keep reading, which is something that I've struggled with during my reading slump for quite a while, like quite a long time. I've struggled to like, I would like pick up a book, read it for like one chapter and then put it down because I'm just not really interested. But this book, I just feel like it's getting me out of my reading slump, which I'm really, really happy about. But I don't want to like jinx it because I'm not very far in, but I've been trying to read as much as I can. I'm on page 55, chapter 8. So I haven't read very much, but it is a good progress because previously I just wasn't reading like hardly anything at all, and it would take me ages to get through a book. But I started this, I think it was Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I think maybe Tuesday, which is now Friday, so it's been quite a few days though, and I've only read 50 something pages, but it's slowly getting me out of my reading slump, I feel. The weekend is obviously coming. Obviously, the weekend starts tomorrow, so I'm hoping to read a lot more over the weekend, but I'm loving it so far. I'm really enjoying it. It is a second in a series, but it's like not like a connected series, and I haven't read the first one. I do have the first one. Um, it's at home in the UK, but I am obviously reading the second one first, which maybe might be a bit controversial, but to be honest, like I feel like you don't really need to read them in order. Like, I feel like loads of people just tell you to read them in order just because they have like glimpses of the other couple, but it's not really like, it's mainly focused on a completely different couple. So to be honest, I would just recommend, like, you don't have to read it in order because people do say, like, people have said to me before to read that, like, them in order and stuff, and I just feel like you just don't really need to. Like, you do get a glimpse of, I think the other couple was Aiden and Summer, I think, in the first book, because you do get a glimpse of them. And I know there's a third book as well that is obviously coming out as well towards the end of the year, which I'd definitely be interested in reading that as well. So I'm definitely gonna pick that one up when it releases, but it's not releasing until October. So yeah, I will give you guys more of an update. I think after the weekend, hopefully I'll read a lot more. I'm hoping to get past the 100-page mark and like see like what I'm feeling. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm feeling at the moment like I'm gonna love this book. One, because it is fake dating, and I absolutely love fake dating. Two, I'm just loving it. It's just like I said, I just keep wanting to just read it. I think last night I read Salmon, I just carried on and then I had to stop because I had to end up going to bed. But I'm gonna definitely read more later on and like tomorrow and stuff. So yeah, I will update you guys soon. Bye, guys. Hi guys, so I'm just continuing with Spiral, and they've just had their first kiss, and I thought I would just like share like some of the quotes, because this is why I'm just loving this book so much, because the writing is so good, and I love the like description and stuff like that. So I thought I would just like share it with you guys. It's just some of it. He tilts my head to deepen the kiss, and my nerves jumble into a tangle of colourful Christmas lights. He fists the back of my hair, and a sting accompanies the hot lust igniting my core. My mind works overtime to make sense. The possessive touch, the action like a dusty puzzle piece you find on the floor to finally complete the puzzle. I don't know, I just love it. It just, the description and everything, and like I'm only like 130 pages in, but they like, their relationship is just like, I don't know, you can just tell that they're just like meant to be together, and you can feel the connection of the characters already, and I'm not even halfway through the book, so I'm just loving that, because I've really struggled lately with finding, I think I've struggled with reading like romance because I haven't really connected with the characters or like thought they really suited each other. But this book is so good. I definitely would recommend if you haven't read it, because I'm just loving it. There's another one as well that I wanted to share. Where is it to? When he pulls back, I'm disorientated, like I've got off a roller coaster and have to lean against something to get my bearings straight. Yeah, I'm just loving like the description. Like you can just tell that they're like have such a deep connection. Like that's just the first kiss, and yeah, I'm just loving the description. Like Bel Cabra's writing is so good. Hi guys, so I thought I would come on and do a bit of a reading update, because I haven't updated you guys in ages on Spiral by Bel Cabra. I've nearly finished this book, so I thought I would do the final update, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to stay the same from here, because I'm pretty much finished it. I think I've got like 40 pages left or something, or like less than that. So yeah, I've loved it all the way through. It's taken me like a bit of time to read, because basically I've just been so tired and drained, so I haven't like, I've kind of like put it down for a bit, like so I can like rest and stuff. So I just like wasn't reading it, and also I have listened to some of it on audio, but I've read most of it. I've loved it. I just love it. The characters, the romance, the hockey, the like, I love the ballerina, like, you know, say just ballerina, like, I don't know, I just love the story, and I love that Sage is like a people pleaser, because I'm such a people pleaser, so I kind of like could relate to that, and I feel like Elias or Eli, I think his friends call him Eli, but obviously he's called Elias, but he's so lovely. Like he's just like from the beginning when they started fake dating, he was just so lovely to Sage, and yeah, I've just loved it all the way through, and there was like no second act breakup kind of thing. There kind of was, but not really. Like there was something that happened but it wasn't really like much that happened, and they kind of resolved it like straight away, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I've loved it. I was gonna give it a 4 star because there's kind of like no spice. There was opportunities for them to like. Well, there is spice in the book, but there's not really much. But towards the end, there's a lot more spice, so I did like that. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5, not a 5 star, because I wouldn't say that it's gonna be like a favorite book, but I feel like 4.5 is a good rating because I've really enjoyed it, and I've just loved it pretty much all the way through. There's a couple of things that I just didn't really like. Like I said, like there wasn't like that much spice, which I love spice in my books. So, um, and like I said, there was something that happened which I think could have like, I don't know, that could not have happened, kind of thing. But I get why the author did that. But yeah, I've really loved it. I definitely would recommend it. I'm really happy that I picked it up and read it because I know it's part of a series and it's the second one in the series. There's a third one coming out. You don't see much of the third character, like the character from the third book in this book. You see glimpses of him, and same as like with Aiden and Summer, you see like glimpses of them, but not really. You don't really get any kind of like background on them. So I would recommend just reading it on just like whatever order, because you don't really need to read it in like order. I feel like for me, like with the Chestnut Springs series, like I feel like you need to read that in order because you get more of the characters. It's more like found family in that, but I feel like in this is not really found family, so you don't really need to read it in order. I feel like 'cause you don't really get much of those characters. They just creep in like now and again, but it's mainly focused on the couple. But yeah, I'm loving it. The thing that I'm really like don't know what to do next is what book to read, because I feel like I'm pretty much getting out my reading slump now, which is great because I've read 2 books in May, which is really good. But I want to choose another book that I'm gonna like, but I just don't really know what is gonna be a good option. Because I don't want to get back into a reading slump. That's the thing. Obviously we have For a First Time Caller, which I was thinking maybe to read because it's quite short, but I don't know if I'm gonna love that one because I've heard not great things about it. Then I was gonna try Lucy Score, Story of My Life, because I've heard really good things about that one, but it's a very long book, and I feel like maybe it's gonna be like too, I don't know, maybe it's just not gonna like pull me out of that reading slump more. I don't know if it's gonna be gripping enough as well because it's more like slow burn. I don't know if it's got any spice in it either. So I feel like I need a book with spice because I need spice. I feel like I'm needing the spice at the moment because I'm really enjoying the spice at the minute. Like in this book, the spice has been like pretty good, but it wasn't enough for me. I was hoping that there was going to be a bit more spice, but obviously it's just like a contemporary romance, so there's not going to be, I guess, much spice. But Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. But I know that's spicy, but I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. And then we've got Great Big Beautiful Life, which I'm pretty sure Great Big Beautiful Life is not going to be spicy at all, so I don't think I'm going to read that one. It's going to be out of the other 3. I might try Lucy's Score, and if not, I'll try one of the other ones, I think. But I will keep you guys updated when I have an update on the next book. Bye, guys. Hi guys, so I thought I would do a little bit of a reading update and tell you guys what book I'm reading. I decided to read The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I did try and start Lucy Score book. I just wasn't feeling it. I just felt like it just wasn't the right book to read at this time. And I was like kind of scared to get back into a reading slump. And I wasn't really feeling First Time Caller either. So I decided to try Conditions of Will, which is Hastings on my Kindle. It's on Kindle Unlimited if you guys are interested. And yeah, I've been reading that for the last like couple of days. I'm currently on page 71. I've been reading quite a lot this morning. I want to try and read some more today and tomorrow. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can read some more. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm not going to say much about it, but basically, it's about a girl called Georgia. She lives in London with a friend. I don't know if they're best friends or mostly they're sharing like a flat. And then basically she doesn't have like a good relationship with her family. And then she gets a phone call saying that her father has died. So then she goes back to South Carolina to basically go for the funeral. And then there's like you're finding out like basically about the whole like family dynamic kind of thing, and like stuff that you're slowly finding out things that kind of have happened between the family and stuff like that. And there's also a love interest called Sam. He's called Sam Penny. Um, so there's like a lot of like scenes with them as well. So I think the romance might be like not the main plot point, but I'm not very far in at the moment, so I have no idea where it's gonna go. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my progress when I'm a bit further into the book. Hi guys, so I thought I would do my first update on Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I am about a quarter of the way through. I'm on chapter 14, page 113, and I'm 25% of the way through the book. So I still have quite a lot to read. It's quite a long book. It's like over 450 pages, which is quite long. It's kind of slow at the moment. Like I was intrigued in the beginning. I was really liking it. And then like currently it's quite slow, not really much is like going on at the moment. So I noticed I'm not really sure on the rating yet because obviously I'm only a quarter of the way through, but it's not giving me the same feeling as Spiral did. Like Spiral, I really enjoyed it all the way through. So I feel like for this one, currently, I'm just not really like loving it. It's okay, but not really. Like I said, not really much has happened. It's different. It's definitely different to anything else that I've read before. There's not really much romance. It's more like about Georgia and her family, and there's a lot of characters, and it's kind of sometimes quite hard to get your head around the story because you don't know who the characters are, like kind of thing, like really. You're trying to like figure out who's who and stuff like that in her family, and yeah. But I will keep you guys updated when I have like a bit more of an update. I think I will update when I'm halfway through, and then I will do a final update when I finish. But yeah, I will speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. So I just wanted to do an update on Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I am currently 250 pages into the book. I am 55% in on chapter 35. My thoughts are I'm liking it. Like, I'm definitely not feeling like DNFing it, but I'm not loving it as much as Spiral. Also, I'm not loving it as much as Magnolia Parks, which is the other. Well, obviously, Magnolia Parks is obviously the series that she wrote before this book. I read the first. I've read the first book in the Magnolia Parks series, and I gave it 5 stars, which I loved. But this one, I'm not liking as much. It's okay, but it's not the best. Maybe I'll do a bit of a summary on what it's about. So basically, it's about Georgia, and she has like a difficult upbringing with her parents, and she has 2 brothers and a sister, and I think she only gets on with her brother. Yeah, she only gets on with her brother. She ends up getting a phone call saying that her father's passed away and she has to go back to South Carolina, and she's faced with obviously the past that's happened to her, like things that happened to her in her childhood, and that's kind of all comes up, and there's lots of drama involved. She doesn't get on with her sister. She really doesn't like her sister. She kind of like, doesn't have a really good relationship with either of her parents, and obviously her father's just passed away, kind of thing. And then her brother that she gets on with, he brings his like sponsor with him because there's some stuff going on with her brother as well that's happened in the past. So he is called Sam, and then she meets him, and then there's kind of like some romance going on between them and a lot of drama. But yeah, that's pretty much the storyline. I don't want to like spoil too much because there's obviously stuff, but I would check trigger warnings because it's quite triggering. I think, like for me personally, it's quite triggering. Yeah, there's like stuff that's happened between like with Georgia and like with her other brother as well, and stuff like that has happened. But when they were growing up, so yeah, I definitely would check trigger warnings because it is quite triggering, and I didn't really realize going into it that it was going to be like that. But yeah, I'm 55% in. I do want to like read more today, and I'm hoping to finish it soon because I kind of just want to be done with it now. I'm kind of just like done with it. But yeah, I'll do a final update when I finish the book. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. So I just wanted to pop on to do a little bit of an update on the book that I'm reading. There was a humongous twist that happened, and it literally shook me. I was so shook. I wasn't expecting it to happen. But yeah, it's getting really, really better. Like the book's getting better, but I'm like close to the end now, so I feel like that's why everything is like happening now because I'm getting really close to the end. I'm 82% through the book, so I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow. I should finish it tomorrow. I'm not really sure on the rating yet because it was quite like all the way through it was kind of like just not gripping me enough, and then like at the end it's kind of like wrapping up and you're finding out a lot of like stuff that's a lot of stuff's been revealed basically. So yeah, it's gotten a bit better, but I feel like it's still not going to be a super high rating because most of the way through it just wasn't the best. So yeah, I just wanted to pop on and do a bit of an update. But yeah, I will reveal my rating tomorrow, and then I will end the video because I read the 3 books in the video and I don't want to read any more in the video because I feel like it was just going to get too long. But yeah, I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. So I finished Conditions of Will by Jessica Hastings. I actually did really, really love it. I know before I said that I wasn't really enjoying it very much, but the last 30% was so, so good. It definitely like kind of redeemed itself a bit. I'm still not really sure on the rating. I might just sit with it and just see what I'm gonna rate it because I'm not sure whether to give it a 3.5 or 4 stars. I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe 3.75 because it was really, really good. I did enjoy it. It is definitely like different to anything I've ever read, and I didn't love it as much as Magnolia Parks, but I still really, really loved it. It's very messy, a lot of drama, a lot going on. I'll definitely look up trigger warnings because it's very triggering. There's like a lot of like messy stuff goes on. But I really loved it. So yeah, I definitely would recommend it. But I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.